Welcome. You have reached review time with Emperiol. Today's review will be the series premiere, episode 1, season 1 of P-Valley on Starz. Let's get into it. So, as you've been hearing in my last couple of videos, quarantine time, the most entertainment we mostly got. Sports is not really on yet, so the most entertainment we got after we handle our business is most of us is watching television and programming, anything we could get a hold of that might show some interest. So, seeing the previews for this, and I said, why not? And I typically review most stuff that I watch, not everything. But here we go. Let's get into it. So, on the heels of last year, the movie called Hustlers that came out with J-Lo, and it showed the inside of how the exotic dancers make their money and the stuff that they get into within the club and outside of the club to gain money. So on the heels of that, in comes this P-Valley. And so the previews and trailers and everything that you watch, it's kind of like showing like the same type of stuff that was going on in that movie. Back in the day, there was a movie called Players Club with Ice Cube, Lisa Ray McCoy, and that was like the first insight of that. So that Players Club back in the day is kind of based on this one right here. So you got some characters. Mercedes, she is like the head exotic dancer at this club, P-Valley, and her plot for episode 1 is she won out the game, and she has already put her notice in on her last night that she's gonna dance. So she's real popular at that club, and she's so popular that she has Mercedes Sundays or something like that. You got Uncle Clifford. He's like the owner of the club, and he's the one who's dealing with all the women there and collecting the money. You got another character. She's Keyshawn, Mississippi. So she's a dancer too, and her situation is she's getting abused by her boyfriend, and she just had a baby, and so she's going through a lot, where you see her throughout the episode where she has the baby. She got to bring the baby to work, and the team is kind of supportive to her, like basically trying to push her to keep going on. And Uncle Clifford is pretty much telling her, why you letting these men mess your money up by beating on you and stuff like that. And it's real that you're seeing a woman having to come with her newborn baby to the strip exotic club, and that's real life right there for some women that's in that game or whatever. So they're showing in this series the realities of what's going on. Then you have Autumn Night, where it really focuses on her. Wherever she was at, looked like it could have been Hurricane Katrina. That's what it looks like it was at, where she was at. And everything was underwater. And then from there, she took a bus, and then she got off the bus. And you could see that she was abused. When she got hit in the face or whatever. So she's been having flashbacks throughout this episode pretty much, where she was getting abused. Somebody had a gun to her head, and I guess she reversed it, and then she ended up shooting the person with the gun. So when Mississippi come in with after being abused, that made her trigger like a PTSD, where she was abused, and she draw a concern for her, or whatever. So she arrives in this town where the strip club is. The town looks like it could be Texas. I'm not really familiar exactly what's the location of the town. Looks like it could be Texas because I've seen a a guy walking in the hood with a horse, with his cowboy hat on. So it made me think that it could be Texas that she migrated to. But nevertheless, she migrated there. She had her luggage that was floating in the water. She got her luggage that had her identification and everything. And she showed up to this nightclub, and she was just going to go in. But then she seen on a sign, the bouncer wouldn't let her in. So she seen on a sign basically that amateur night, winner wins $50. And, of course, the main girl, Mercedes, was giving her flack. But she went up there on amateur night, and she zoned out, and she killed it. And then she went to the uncle, Clifford, and said, hey, how does a girl get a spot here? And then he already knows Mercedes on her way out. And he basically let her go, let her sign up. And then Mercedes took flack with that. So on top of, is that the man? You got a DJ Neva. You got a bouncer who's been showing Diamond. He's like the head bouncer. So you see him throughout this first episode. When the ladies get in trouble with men in the club, he comes through the rescue and throw the men out of the club or knock stuff off. So you got the plot of Mercedes is that you got another guy. His name is Andre Watkins. He's taking pictures of this dance club this whole time. So you thinking right off the bat he's like some undercover agent from the rip. He comes in the daytime, takes some pictures, and you see where a trash man pulls up, and these two guys come and throw trash into the trash can, and then they take a bag out. So that's suspect. He got all this. He taking pictures the whole time. And from there, you see the plot of Mercedes. So, like I said, she's trying to get out. And she also teaches a group of girls, like I guess a stepping type team. Her mother or parents are in the church, and then, of course, they're not in agreement with her doing what she does at night. However, they do take her money and the money she been making, and she's trying to get out. She's trying to, I guess, go straight and narrow, and she's trying to buy a house because somebody sent her a text about buying a house. And one of her nights where she was performing on Mercedes Sunday, her mom showed up. And when her mom showed up, the mom started preaching to her and crying and all that. And then it touched her, and then she gave her mom the bag of money. And then the mom said, stop crying right quick, and said, the Lord will accept your, I guess, whatever she said. Basically, the Lord accept your payment. And took the money or whatever. And she basically said, well, your payment won't expunge, whatever. But, so, they don't approve what she do, but yet they still take her money. And then you hope, it's going to be interesting to find out, do they take her and wrong her? She thinks she putting the money, and then will they end up allowing her to give her good, clean money so that she can get her house and everything? Because it's the way it's set up, she won out the game, but that would be too easy. Something's going to keep her in the game, and whether it's, so she got the new Autumn Night. Look, she the new girl on scene, and it looks like this series she's going to be a key player in this series. So it'll be interesting what's going to happen. So you got another character named Little Murda. He's like the local rap star, and he shows up to the club, and him and Diamond have a little back and forth because he thought he could just skip the line. Diamond basically said, hey, you ain't on VIP, so go to the back of the line. And again, like I said, Diamond's the bouncer. So when he finally gets in the club, he got bricks in the bag to make it look like they got lots of money, but it's really like $4,000 in the bag. He tells him, and Mercedes runs it down to him like, I know y'all ain't really got that much money. Y'all got some bricks in there. He said, I got about 4 in there. So he pretty much tell Mercedes, like, yo, I'm trying to do the 1-2. He sees Autumn Night on the stage and say, I want your girl, never mind her. And then Mercedes pretty much was like, listen, you don't talk about the other 4,000 or whatever that you got in there. I'm going to handle that and I'm going to get her on. So, she, Mercedes just started. So she pretty much got her coming into the VIP section to get some real money or whatever. And they do. And then Little Murder said, hey, what's in that room back there? And then she pretty much like, well, this is, that's the Mercedes private room or whatever. And so he like, all right, basically let's go in there. And so when he gets back there with her, he pretty much like, yo, listen to my music. And she like, yo, that music trash. I can't vibe to that. So he trying to get her, when she go on her main stage thing, to dance to his music. And she like, I can't vibe to that. And so she pretty much bounces. And then meanwhile, she leaves Autumn out there with, the rest of his goons. And they kind of offend her a little bit. And so Diamond comes in and he pretty much breaks all of it up. And then when Lil Murder comes out to pretty much, looking to tell Autumn they didn't mean to offend her, he runs into the uncle, owner of the club, Uncle Clifford. And then Uncle Clifford pulls out a secret room and brings him in there, and one thing leads to another, and Uncle Clifford ended up going to the DJ, telling the DJ play that guy's song. And Mercedes, when she came out to do her big dance, she heard the song, was like, that ain't my song. Looked at the DJ, and the DJ hurry up and changed it to her real music. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. I went through the different characters. We're gonna see how this character development goes and see where this new series takes us to. Looks like it's gonna be interesting enough to keep our attention. I think it's gonna be because it's the first season, it's only gonna be about 8 episodes, so they really got to get into it to draw the attention. But right about now, for the first episode, it was decent enough. Subscribe and like to the channel. Tell me what's your opinion of the show if you had a chance to watch the first episode. Till next time.